SMB enumeration can be done with a variety of tools, but we're gonna focus like right now on using Nmap. But there's other tools as well. Okay, so we're back on Kali Linux machine. So let's say we want to find out about some SMB. All right, what we have, we can just do our simple nmap command. And then for this, we're going to ask for verbose output because we want to see stuff as it's happening. It's pretty cool. We're going to do a -p to actually specify the port. And then we're going to say 139 and 445 because we know that, those are the ports that SMB runs over. And let's say that we want to, output the file to like smb.txt. And then we want to put the target. So 192.168.56.104. This is the metasploitable machine. We're going to go ahead and actually run this command. And then now, okay, hey, it found that those ports are actually open. So one other neat thing that we can do with Nmap is that we can actually specify ranges. So let's say we wanted to do 1 to 2, 5, 4, just for example. It'll scan everything on this subnet pretty much. So, and look for those ports that are being open and put it into this file. So let's go ahead and run that. You might need to give it a little bit of time, but it's going to give us a full report, for each system, each address that it found, and actually tell us, hey, they're closed on this 107 device. I believe that's my Kali Linux machine. Let's see, there it's filtered on here. It's open on 104, as we know. It's filtered there. It's open over here on the 20, which is actually the domain domain controller, and it's also open. Let's see, okay, and it's open locally because I'm allowed that to happen. So that's a good way to figure out, if SMB is something that you'll be able to exploit. So you can actually take this a step further and actually run like a SMB like vulnerability script. So we could just do ls /usr /share /mmap and then /scripts /smb -vul, and you can just put a star, and it's going to give us all of the different like SMB vulnerability scripts. So these scripts actually go through and check if a specific system is vulnerable to these specific vulnerabilities, and you can just call it with the -- script command. So let's just test it out. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna work, if it'll actually be vulnerable, but let's try this on the Windows server that we have. So let's see, let's do an nmap. Let's see, -v for verbose. Let's do a -- script equals, and then let's actually just paste one of these because these are like the Microsoft Windows ones, because you never know, could work. -- script, and then we could just copy this over. We can just copy this down there. So paste selection, and then it's actually gonna run that script. Didn't put the IP address, 192.168.56.20. Let's see what happens. So it's actually gonna go ahead and run an nmap scan. It's gonna go through and actually run this script for us as well. Okay, so our script ended up finishing. It ran the vulnerability script on it after it did an nmap scan, and it's saying, hey, it's potentially vulnerable to remote code execution because of SMB version 1 being used. So it's pretty big. So if you find something like this in your network, you'll be able to exploit this pretty easily, and we'll get into this later and actually clarify if this is real or not. As you can see, you can test out these other scripts as well, but as you can see, nmap is very versatile, and it'll allow you to find vulnerabilities like this right here, like this SMB vulnerability. Another type of enumeration that we want to do during our active reconnaissance is actually NFS enumeration. NFS stands for network file share. It's another thing that's key, when